नमस्ते बिटिया, हमेशा खुश रहो बिटिया। I am Dr. Bharat Sharma, Assistant Professor, Department of Pathology, Faculty of Homeopathic Science, Jyoti Vidyapeeth Women's University. Today's topic is diagnosis of cancer. Pathological diagnosis of cancer. First is histological method. These methods are most valuable in arriving at the accurate diagnosis and are based on microscopic examination of excised tumor mass or open needle biopsy from the mass supported with complete clinical and investigation data. The tissue must be fixed in 10% formalin for light microscopic examination and is glutathione for electron microscopic studies, while quick frozen section and hormonal analysis are carried out on fresh, unfixed tissue. These methods are as under. Paraffin embedded technique. The representative tissue piece from large tumor mass or biopsy is processed through a tissue processor having an overnight cycle embedded in molten paraffin wax for making tissue blocks. These blocks are trimmed followed by fine sectioning into 3 to 4 millimeter section using rotatory microtome, for which their fixed knife or disposable blades are used for cutting. These sections are then stained with hemotoxylin and eosin and examined microscopically. Second is frozen section. In this technique, unfixed tissue is used and the procedure is generally carried out when the patient is undergoing surgery and is still under anesthesia. Here, instead of tissue processor and paraffin embedding, cryostat machine is used and fresh unfixed tissue is used. The tissue biopsy is quickly frozen to ice at about minus 25 degrees Celsius that acts as embedding medium and then sectioned. Sections are then ready for H&E or toluidine blue staining. Cytological method. Cytological method for diagnosis of consisting of two types of method: study of cells shed off into body cavities and study of cell by putting a fine needle introduction under vacuum into the lesion. Fine needle aspirator cytology. Third is histochemistry and cytochemistry. Histochemistry and cytochemistry are additional diagnostic tools which help the pathologist in identifying the chemical composition of cells and their constituents and their products by special staining methods. Through immunohistochemical techniques are more useful for tumor diagnosis, histochemical and cytochemical stain are still employed for these purposes. Some of the common examples are substances and stain, basement membrane, periodic acid skiff or reticulin stain or Van Gilson stain or Mason's trichome. For glycogen, PAS with diastose loss. Acid mucin, lysine blue. Mucin combined LCN blue PAS. Cross striation PTAH stain. Enzymes myeloperoxidase, acid phosphatase, alkaline phosphatase. Nuclear organizer region colloidal silver stain. Immunohistochemistry. With current technology, it is possible to use routine processed paraffin embedded tissue blocks for immunohistochemistry, thus making profound impact on diagnostic surgical pathology. Earlier, diagnostic surgical pathology used to be considered as subjective science with inter-observed variation, particularly in borderline lesions and lesions of undetermined origin, but use of IHC has added objectivity, subject specificity, and reproducibility to the surgical pathologist diagnosis. Immunohistochemistry is an immunological method of recognizing a cell by one or more of its specific components in the cell membrane, cytoplasm, or nucleus and are accordingly interpreted. Various applications of IHC in tumor diagnosis are as under: tumors of uncertain histogenesis. Toward this, IHC stands for intermediate filaments, keratin, vimentin, decimine, neurofilament, and glial fibrillary acidic proteins expressed by the tumor cells are of immense value beside other common IHC stain. Prognostic markers in cancer. Proto-oncogenesis, tumor suppressor gene or anticogenesis, that is RB gene and P53 gene, growth factor receptors, that is, and tumor cell proliferation markers. Prediction of response to therapy. IHC is widely used to predict therapeutic response in two important factors, ER and PR, in carcinoma of the breast and androgen receptors in carcinoma of prostate. Infections. Examples are detection of virus HBV, CMV, HPV, herpes virus, bacteria, Helicobacter, and parasite pneumocystis carni. Electron microscopy. Ultrastructural examination of tumor cells offers selective role in diagnostic pathology. A few general features of malignant tumor cells by electron microscopy examines can be appreciated. Cell junction, their presence and their type, cell surface, that is presence of microvilli, cell shape and cytoplasmic extensions, shape of the nucleus and feature of nuclear membrane, nucleoli, their size and density, cytoplasmic organelle, their number, in general they reduce dense bodies in the cytoplasm, and any other secretory product in the cytoplasm, that is melanosomes in melanoma, and membrane bounding granule in endocrine tumor. Tumor markers or biochemical assay. In order to distinguish from the preceding technique of the tumor diagnosis, in which stains are imparted on the tumor cells in section or smear, tumor markers are biochemical assay of products elaborated by the tumor cell in blood or other body fluids. Tumor markers include cell surface antigens, cytoplasmic proteins, enzymes, hormones, and cancer antigens. Two of the best known examples of oncofetal antigen secreted by fetal tissue as well as by tumor cells are as under. Alpha fetoprotein. This is a glycoprotein synthesized normally by fetal liver cells. Their serum level are elevated in hepatocellular carcinoma and non-seminogametous germ cell tumor of the testes. Certain non-neoplastic conditions also have increased serum level of AFP, that is hepatitis, cirrhosis, toxic liver injury, and pregnancy. Carcinoembryonic antigens. C is also a glycoprotein normally synthesized in embryonic tissue of the gut, pancreas, and liver. Their serum level are high in cancer of the gastrointestinal tract, pancreas, and breast. As in AFP-CEA level are also elevated in certain non-neoplastic conditions, that is ulcerative colitis, Crohn's disease, hepatitis, and chronic bronchitis. Other modern aids in pathological diagnosis of tumor. In addition to the method of described above, some other modern diagnostic techniques have emerged from for tumor diagnostic pathology, but their availability as well as applicability are limited. Flow cytometry. This is a computerized technique by which the detailed characteristic of individual tumor cells are recognized and quantified, and the data can be stored for subsequent comparison to in situ hybridization. This is a molecular technique by which nucleic acid sequence can be localized by specifically labeled nucleic acid probe directly in the intact cell rather than the DNA extraction. Cell proliferation analysis. Besides flow cytometry, the degree of proliferation of cell in tumor can be determined by various other methods, that is mitotic count, radio autography, microspectro photometric analysis, IHC proliferation markers, and nuclear organizer region. Image analyzer and morphometry. The system is used to perform measurement of architectural, cellular, and nuclear features of tumor cells. Molecular diagnostic techniques. The group of molecular biologic method in the tumor diagnostic laboratory are a variety of DNA RNA based molecular technique in which the DNA RNA are extracted from the cell and then analyzed. Molecular diagnostic technique includes DNA analysis by Southern blot, RNA analysis by Northern blot, and polymerase chain reaction. DNA microarray analysis of tumor. Currently, it is the possible to perform molecular profiling of a tumor by use of gene chip technology, which allow measurement of level of expression of several thousand genes simultaneously. This session is powered by Digital Version 2.0, Jyoti Vidyapeeth Women's University. I hope you all enjoy this session. If you have any query, please mention it in comment box. Thank you.